Sage Australia and the Access Group. Sage Australia approached us at the end of 2020 with some pretty lofty goals. They had just been approached by the Access Group to be acquired in mid-2021. In order to get acquired, the Access Group laid out a number of goals that Sage Australia needed to hit. In order to hit these goals, Sage Australia needed some help, and that's why they reached out to us at Flying Donkey. There was really 3 critical things that we helped them with at Sage. In order to achieve these goals, Access Group set them some fairly accelerated roadmaps, and they needed help delivering those features and functionalities faster than ever. At the same time, Sage Australia had a lot of legacy applications that needed to be optimized and needed to be cloud native. And finally, they had a lot of compliance and security issues that needed to be resolved and to get their software up to scratch in order to pass the vigorous tests that Access wanted to put them through. Here's a quick story of how Flying Donkey assisted Sage to get acquired by Access Group and how Flying Donkey will help the Access Group move forward in the future. The first major challenge put forward by Access to Sage was to hit a key set of deliverables by the end of the acquisition period. In order to do this, they needed to deliver a significant amount of functionality in a short period of time. This is where Flying Donkey came in and assisted them across a number of products, including Final Accounts, HandyTax Cloud, Client Portal, and Document Hub. By accelerating these functionalities, Sage was able to hit the date they were tasked by Access Group, and the acquisition was successful. One of the second challenges put forward by Access to Sage Australia was around security within their systems. Internally, Sage has numerous security champions, as well as numerous security officers to help them with their security profiles. They run a threat fix internally, as well as other threat modeling scenarios, and out of both this software and this review, numerous things were found that needed to be fixed. All these tasks were assigned to Flying Donkey, and we simply got into each of the products and fixed these security holes as they were found. Once we delivered these back to the client, we'd review either the modeling or the threat fix, and make sure they were fixed and ready to go forward. Obviously, as they were successfully acquired, all these security goals were hit and Access proceeded with the acquisition. The final thing we really helped Sage with was getting their products to be a cloud-native state. Sage had a lot of legacy products, and they're moving forward in a very fast way into a cloud-native platform, and they're trying to utilize Azure to the best of their ability. We were able to consult with them and sit side by side and help them utilize the best in Azure. We assisted teams and lead developers within Sage to make the use out of various Azure products, as well as working with Microsoft and Sage to solve various problems that they came across as they moved their products into the cloud. By doing this, Sage is setting their architecture and platform up for success in the future, and they're going to utilize the best aspects of Azure going forward. So overall, to quickly summarize, Sage has some really key deliverables they need to hit in a very short time frame by delivering features, utilizing the cloud, and closing out any security gaps they had. Flying Donkey was able to hit the ground running and help Sage achieve this goal, which culminated in the successful acquisition by the Access Group. We're now sitting post-acquisition, and in conversation with the Access Group, they're very keen to keep going with the Flying Donkey going forward and to use us as a contingent resource. We hope to fill these 3 key roles for them going forward and hopefully deliver great products alongside them for many years to come. If these problems sound similar to something you have in your business or something you can't get through with your platform, feel free to reach out and have a chat.